I just found out a secret about my wife, and it has to do with my sick mom. And if what I think to be true is true, I'm going nuclear. I'm going to explode. I might even end up in jail or prison. But you know what? I don't care, because if this is true, she deserves it. So let me start from the beginning. Let me tell you exactly why I think that my, wife is poisoning my mom. Hello, everyone. I'm 28, male, and I feel bad saying this, but I think my wife Erica is making my mom sick. Before I delve into this, let me give you a bit of a background. I met Erica during our college years. She was infamous on campus for the easy gold digger, and everybody was wondering why she's like that, because as far as everybody knows, she's not even poor. Yet, despite the whispers and rumors, Erica's intelligence was undeniable. She offered tutoring services for a hefty fee, and despite the cost, students got to her for help. Swearing how good and helpful she is, some even speculated that her tutoring sessions were a front for her other businesses, aka a way to get clients. On the other hand, I struggled academically. I remember when we first interacted, it was the final season, and I desperately sought help, so I tried to look for tutors. But to no avail, everyone seemed preoccupied with their own studies. That's when Erica appeared at my door, who was offering her tutoring services, and she said that she saw my post on a group chat. Apparently, we shared the same major, and she reasoned that tutoring me would be mutually beneficial because we were going to study the same material anyways. That's when Erica appeared at my door, who was offering her tutoring services, and she said that she saw my post on a group chat. Apparently, we shared the same major, and she reasoned that tutoring me would be mutually beneficial because we were going to study the same material anywho. I accepted. I mean, come on, I had no romantic intentions with Erica, so even though we were the center of gossip that following week after finals, it didn't bother me. Rumors spread that I was Erica's latest sugar daddy, given that I'm rich and always with her. But the truth was simple, we were friends. During one of our casual nights out, Erica confessed how she really is taking advantage of men to get money. She even said that she did not even need the money, she just felt incredibly successful at it. College days passed, and on the day of graduation, Erica did something unexpected. Erica and I stood apart from hundreds of graduates, her eyes finding mine with a vulnerability I hadn't seen before. She pulled me aside and then confessed her feelings for me, and guys, I was absolutely speechless. I did not expect to be a friend with her, let alone expect us in a relationship. While standing there frozen, I could still remember how she thanked me for not turning my back on her despite her reputation. She also said that she decided to just confess during graduation, so I don't get the wrong idea that she likes me because of my money. At that moment, something felt different. It was a sincerity in her eyes, and her genuineness. I'd always believed that love was not just found, but learned. What I'm trying to say is that we can learn to love someone, so I impulsively asked Erica to be my girlfriend, to which she said yes. It's been a long time since that confession. 6 years ago, I looked into Erica's eyes and saw a future I never dared to dream of. Anyways, we've been happily married for a year now and are trying again for a little one. We married each other on our 5th anniversary in my parents' manor. I didn't want to be extravagant, but my mother insisted since I was her only child and she would not experience this again. Although I'm against it, I gave up since it was also what Erica wanted. Before Erica and I got married, we were both working in the same company. And although she has a history of taking advantage of men, I trust her now. More than ever, that she would not do something like that ever again. And on our 4th year anniversary, I proposed to her, and when she said yes, it was a promise for not just a wedding, but a lifetime of learning and growing together. Anyways, like most parents, we wanted to have a big family. Fortunately, Erica got pregnant, and, our excitement as starting a family was cut short by a miscarriage in her 6th month of pregnancy. It was a loss that words can't describe. We were so hurt by what happened that we could not come to work for a week. I saw a toll it took on Erica, and I could not just stand by and watch her suffer, so I suggested that she quits her job. This way she can relax and regain her health before we even try again when she's ready.
I thought my misfortunes would stop there, but oh no. 2 months after Erica's miscarriage, my mother tried to climb a mango tree in her garden and fell. Because of that, she needed a knee replacement surgery, and my father died before Erica and I got married, so there's no one at all who can really take care of her when she's recovering. So when Mother calls us, we're packed up and moved in to help care for her. It was a no-brainer. Also, our stay was just temporary. One night, over a family dinner, Mom talked about how fragile life is and that we need to really look at ourselves. The aroma of roasted chicken that Erica cooked filled the air, but the usual chitter-chatter was replaced by a somber tone. Mother looked at each of us and started talking about how life is fragile as the flame, you know. Well, she began her voice steady, but after softer than usual, life's not promised. One day you're here, the next you might not be. That's why I've made sure everything's in order for you two. She gestured to the house around us and the land beyond the windows and the very plates that we were eating from. When I'm gone, this all goes to you. It was a lot to process, especially with the way that she spoke about it, like she was handing over the baton. But I figured it was just her knee replacement surgery medicine speaking. Mom and her stubbornness, eh? And then the unexpected happened. A few days after the dinner, Mom gets really sick. I mean, like really sick, and nobody could figure out why. Mom is a really stubborn person and doesn't want anyone to bring her to the hospital when she's sick, unless it's already life-threatening. As much as I wanted to let the doctors see her, I just couldn't force her. However, last week she had a hard time breathing, so she agreed to go to the hospital. After the doctors ran their tests, they diagnosed that Mom had been having allergic reactions for a week. Turns out it's been pollen that's messing her up. The weird thing is that we've got this huge garden, but no bees buzzing around, and we even paid a guy to check every nook and cranny just to make sure no bees, no hives, nothing. Also, Mom has not been going out because of her replacement knee surgery, right? A few days later, Mom's allergic reaction was still there, but it was very subtle because Mom is taking antihistamine. Well, that's weird, so we decided to go back to the hospital. Back at the doctor's, they throw out a guess, saying that maybe it's something in the food. I glance at Erica, who's been cooking all our meals, and she looks a bit off. But you would not notice it unless you really know her. So I ask her straight up if she's been putting bee pollen in her meals, because if yes, she knew Mom's allergic to it. She's quick to say no, but something in my gut tells me it isn't that simple. I've been trying to shake this feeling off, but it's like a bad song stuck on repeat. No proof, right? That's what I kept telling myself, but this morning everything changes. I was looking for my AirPods, of course, on our side of the table, and that's when I saw what's been making my mother sick. I found this tiny jar tucked away and at the back 3/4 full of bee pollen. My heart starts racing and I could feel my hand shake as I reached for it. 1,000 thoughts were rushing through my little head, and the bee pollen, the very thing that's been making my mom sick, how did it get here? Why was it stashed away just so conveniently in our bedroom? I was standing there for what seemed like an absolute eternity, right there with the jar in my hand and feeling betrayed, confused, and afraid. I couldn't help but overthink. It doesn't help that the fact that she knows I hated opening the button drawer at our side of the table. I could not help but doubt my own wife. Erica has been the one keeping us fed. Her dishes always seem to be seasoned with love, or so I thought. But what I found this morning has got me questioning everything, and I'm afraid to admit to myself, but is that woman I love trying to kill my mom? What do I do with this? Confront her? Go to the authorities? Just thinking about all this made me feel bad. What if I was just overthinking, right? But I couldn't help it. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Would you also doubt your wife? Let me know what you would do. What's up, everybody? Mr. Reddito here. Oh boy, today's story is absolutely wild. Imagine finding yourself in this situation with the woman that you love, and she's up to something very, very bad. Anyways, there's 5 updates, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, guys. I drop a new video every single day, and you never know what kind of stories we're going to find. Alright, let's hop into the first update, and if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe. Update number 1. Hey guys, it's me. Well, after seeing the bee pollen without a second thought, I hid it somewhere even Erica would never think to look. I was too scared that she might use it again if she ever was really the one making my mom sick. I couldn't risk it. The next morning, Erica looked nervous and uneasy, which just made me think that my suspicions were true. It actually got me thinking, did she notice her stash is gone? Is she afraid that I'm the one who found it since it's in our bedroom? But then I remembered what everyone in the comments was saying, just confront her, dummy. So I did. I asked her straight up, and Erica looked at me like I just poured an ice bucket on her head. It's not what you think. She tells me that she got the idea from a TikTok video, which of all things had convinced her that bee pollen could, enlarge her chest. She proceeded to show me thousands of videos about it, so I calmed myself. If you didn't believe me, just search it on the app. The timing, however, could not have been worse, and in a panic, she hid her bee pollen, fearing accusations from us because Mom got diagnosed, saying that bee pollen is bad for her. I told her that she just had to tell me the truth and I would believe her, no matter how trivial it might seem. She apologized and promised that there would be no more secrets. So, a few days passed and Mom seems to be getting better and better. I guess the antihistamines are working. She seemed better and healthier, and a part of me thought that the jar of bee pollen that I found was the one causing Mom's allergic reaction. Or was it just a coinkydink? Anyways, I decided to stop overthinking it because what matters is that my mom is okay now. Things started looking great after that. Mom's been on an up and doing her thing like she used to. She's out there in the garden every single day, taking in the sun and the breeze, doing her daily walks and tending to her roses and tomatoes like they're her babies. It's good to see her like this again. She helps in the kitchen now, and sometimes she's the one serving up our meals. And let me tell you, nobody cooks like her. She's got this way of making even the simplest meals taste like they're from some fancy restaurant, 5-star baby. And yeah, she's back to bossing us around in the best way possible, and I don't even want to complain anymore. It's her way of showing she cares, and I would not have it any other way. But this morning, Mom gets a fever, and I started to worry again, and she's stubborn as ever, refusing the idea of going to the hospital. She said it's just normal fever, and it'll be gone the next day. But just a fever does not sit right with me, not with everything that's happened. Guys, help me. What should I do? I can't help but suspect my wife. And as much as I feel bad about it, I could not just forget about it, not with what I found in Erica's possession. Update number 2. Hello everyone, I'm afraid I was right. It's been 3 weeks actually since my last update and a lot has gone down. 4 days after my post, Mom's condition did not get better. It took her to pass out before we even got to bring her to the hospital. After doing the normal testing on her, they did not know what was causing her sickness, so they still had to examine her. While waiting for the results, I could not help but suspect my wife. Is she doing something more horrible now? Maybe it's the stress, maybe it's my overactive imagination, but I can't shake it, man. She's hiding something. That's why I told her to stay at home and asked her to clean Mom's room for when we get there. The truth is, I don't want to come and know what happened to my mom. Then the results came, and my mom was poisoned. Mom was immediately discharged after the doctors treated her, and they reminded us to be mindful of what we were eating because maybe we accidentally put it in our food. As I drove us back home, I just know that this is no accident. Come to think of it, 3 of us are the only ones in the house, plus Erica and Mom are the only ones who cook in the house, and Mom would not poison herself, right? Also, why is Mom the only one getting sick? As we got near and near to the house, I was thinking of all the possible plans that could help me find the culprit. I only thought of, a quote, surprise vacation. So the next morning, I tell Erica that we would go on a 2-week vacation to detach ourselves from all the stress. And, things like that would happen. Erica acted all innocent and caring. Declined my invitation, saying that nobody would take care of my mom but us, so we couldn't just leave her, especially since she just came back from the hospital. So I lied. I told her that Mom was just tired from all her gardening and doing chores and she passed out. I hired a caregiver to take care of Mom, and Erica had no other excuses, so she had no choice but to come. Almost a week passes by. I'm afraid my suspicions were right because guess what? Mom's doing a heck of a lot better. Not perfect, but better. There have been a few fever spikes, but nothing like before. Is Mom feeling okay because the one who was poisoning her is on vacation? Or is the doctor's treatment just taking effect? It's too much of a coincidence, and I don't want to risk it now. I don't know how to act in front of Erica. I mean, she's my wife, and I don't want to show her that I think of her as someone who wants to kill my mother, plus I still don't have concrete evidence. Right now, I'm trying my best to act normal until I think of a plan, so guys, I ask you, any advice that you could possibly give me? Update number 3. Hey, everything's so messed up right now, and because of this community, I'm still able to act normal. Remember the vacation plan? Well, it was a guise to hide my plans to uncover the truth. The night before we went on the surprise vacation, I actually started my plan. I volunteered to wash the dishes that night, to which Erica reluctantly agreed. So, I wanted to keep my mom's unfinished meal and send it to a laboratory for them to test the contents of it. Erica was the one who prepared our meal that night, so if she was the one poisoning my mom, there's a high chance that there's something in there. Unfortunately, the lab was not able to send the results before my previous update, but now it's already here. Erica was in the shower when I decided to open it. I could still remember how my hands trembled as I moved my little fingers on the MacBook trackpad. Reading it made all my worst fears come to life. Different emotions surged through me, but it was all overpowered. I had nothing more felt than betrayal and anger. The email said that there was indeed a low dose of poison in the food. Fortunately, Erica spent a long time in the bath, so I had time to compose myself and think of a plan. So the very next day, I hire a private investigator and I told them everything and gave them permission to look for the poison in my home. Then I received confirmation that they found a small little bottle. I expected it, but it was still heartbreaking. I mean, I've been living with my wife for years, and we were about to build a family together, damn it. So hearing this news really breaks my heart. Apparently, it was a tasteless poison that Erica may have been putting in Mom's food, and at low doses, it was not deadly, but frequent exposure to it can cause, well, death. Fortunately, we were able to bring Mom to the hospital, and I thought of my surprise vacation plan, or else I might not be able to see my mom next week. After discovering the bottle, they sent it to the cops and reported what happened. They took the bottle and looked at the fingerprints, and as expected, Erica. All those things happened while we were still on vacation, so it was very hard to act okay in front of her, the whole time while waiting for our flight tomorrow. It's hard, but I had to make sure that Erica did not get suspicious, or she might run away. Although I know Erica's getting worried that something's wrong with me, I told her that I was just tired and not feeling well, and I really hope that she believes it. It hasn't been easy, to say the least, and sometimes, to let my frustrations out, I cry endlessly in the bathroom while I shower. I mean, you would not if you found out your wife is trying to kill your mom. I tried so hard to find out why she was doing it. Then it hit me. Was it all because of that one dinner? You know, that one night when Mother tells us that we would inherit everything she's owned? Is Erica going back to her old self, her old selfishness who loves money? But why? Update number 4. Contrary to everyone's belief, no, I would not commit murder. I would not stoop as low as Erica. Anyways, I apologize for not updating you guys sooner. It's just that everything happened so fast that I forgot this post has even existed. Just kidding. 2 years. Yeah, that's right. 2 years have passed since the police officers arrested Erica. Yes, arrested. When we got home, the police were already waiting inside our house. I could still remember the shock on Erica's face. She acted like she didn't know what was going on. She asked why the cops are here. They said whatever the thing they say whenever they arrest someone before putting them in cuffs. Erica was acting dumb, asking what's going on. So I tell her everything and she denies it. The police brought her to the station where she was interrogated, and information reached me about what happened during it. You know what she said? Well, she said that I was actually the one behind everything. The mastermind, me, yeah, right. She basically told me I'm framing her for everything. However, Erica had no evidence of whatever lies she's talking about. So she still ended up behind bars where she'll serve years in prison for what she did to my mom. Not only that, but we're already divorced. Because of her crimes, the divorce process was easy, which I was very thankful for. I cannot fathom thinking how I'm married to someone so cruel. Thankfully, there are people who helped me surpass what happened. My mom, who also felt betrayed and disappointed in Erica, made sure that we got the justice that we deserved. She actually was very affected by what happened, and she really loved and treated Erica like her own child. So, discovering that the person attempted to harm her just broke her heart. Actually, she was really affected when Erica was sentenced to prison, because she could not even eat for days. Eventually, we just learned to accept the truth and move on. Well, throughout the trials and divorce process, Mom was not the only one who was comforting me. Erica's younger sister was there, feeling guilty about what the sister has done, and supported me and Mom, and let's call Erica's younger sister Ray. She always made sure to check up on us from time to time, ensuring we're okay. Then one sleepless night, a horrible thought came to me. What's a better revenge than dating Erica's younger sister, right? So when the time came to receive the inheritance, Ray will be the one enjoying it and not her. On Ray's routine check on us, I asked her to date me. I know what I did was cruel, but please continue reading my update. Ray refused, saying it's very immoral to date your sister's ex-husband, but here we are, married. So after a few months of persistent pestering, yeah, I know, not my finest moment, Ray eventually caves and agreed to give it a shot. Before we knew it, she was moving into Mama's house. One night, I'm laying there next to Ray with a nervous smile. When I finally asked those 4 little words, "Will you marry me?" The whole world seemed to hold its breath, waiting for her answer, and when she said yes, I felt like I was the happiest man who's ever walked this rock. I thought this only happens in movies, and before we got married, I sold the house I bought for Erica and used it for construction of a new home with Ray. After the house was constructed, that's when we decided to get married, and the wedding was very simple and private, unlike what I did before with Erica, because we didn't really want to publicize our relationship at all. Anyways, that's it. I guess I got a revenge, justice, and a happy ending that I wanted so much. Anyways, my mom also gives her gratitude, so till next time. Final update. Update number 5. Hey, a long time's passed, and I actually don't know what I would still write an update here for, but today was a very special day. As you all know, I married Erica's younger sister, Ray. Well, we now have a baby boy, and I'm so glad I married Ray, and rest assured that I don't have any regrets. Although my intentions on why I pursued her were wrong, I grew to love her. Anyways, today is actually our son's birthday, and my wife invited Erica, who recently got out of prison. Well, when Erica was in prison, I asked Ray not to tell her about us because Erica might sabotage it, like what she did with my mom. I'm just glad that Ray agreed, because if she did not, well, today would not be so successful. So I asked Ray to invite Erica to go to our son's party. I told her that maybe it's time to move forward and leave what happened behind in the dust. Well, that's a damn lie, because I could never forget what she did to my mom, and I also made sure that she still did not tell Erica the truth about it. And when Erica dropped by, I heard her talking to Ray about how she got lucky because she married someone rich. But Ray replied that it was not the money that she wanted, and that she genuinely loved me. I'm so proud of my wife. And so I revealed myself to Erica while carrying Ray and my baby boy. I still remember the shock on her face. She even accidentally let go of her cocktail glass. She cursed at Ray and pushed her so hard, Ray fell to the ground. Everybody was shocked, but before we could react, Erica had already walked out. This evening, she called Ray and was very angry, asking how she could marry her ex-husband. Ray did not say a thing back to her, and Erica just kept mumbling words until she cried. She said that it was supposed to be her mansion, her money, her cars, and not Ray's. I ended the call because Ray doesn't have to listen to her sister's absurdity anymore, and as I write this, I can't help but to think of how different the future would be if Erica had not attempted to harm my mom. If she wasn't so greedy, this could have all been hers. Oh well.
Alright guys, I want to talk about a comment that I saw. It was talking about how they agree that the good revenge was to go for the sister, Ray. But it was also a stupid idea. And let me tell you what this comment basically said. It said that no, you should not go for Ray. You need to get the heck as far away from them and yourself, separate yourself, leave that family. They're toxic, they tried to kill your mom. You don't really know what Ray's true intentions are. What if she's in on this too, and they're gonna try to kill her again? I mean, you just never know. Get as far away from them as possible, take your mom, start over new, buy a new house. But there was other comments that said no. What OP did was the best, and Ray seems like a great girl. I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts, your comments, guys. Drop them down below in the comment section. Let's talk about it. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name's Mr. Reddito. I narrate stories like this every single day, and if you want to be a part of this channel, all you have to do is subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and of course remember what? It's cool to be kind. Peace.